Hello, my name is Michael L. Young. I am the Director of the Career and Technical Education Programs, 6 of them at the Cypress Center. I will be your instructor for CNBT 1311, Construction Materials and Methods 1, for this short 8-week 1 session, which is not a full 8 weeks. I've taught this course in 2018 and 2019 when it was face-to-face and 16 weeks long. So we're going to have to boil out some fat. This course could really be 2 16-week long semesters, depending on how deep in the weeds you get. I am a former engineer who has designed and constructed projects all over the world, from the world's largest wastewater treatment plants to petrochemical plants to 6-mile long underwater pipelines pulling cold water out of the Pacific grottos to the surface for cogeneration plants in the Philippines. I'm also a former police officer and a machinist. So now we get started on the syllabus. This is a 100% online course. There's no hand-holding, there's no face-to-face, there's no lectures face-to-face, there's no lab. It's basically the book we're using is the Francis Ching's book. The book is required. This book has been around for many years. I used the first edition of this book when I was a student at Texas A&M years ago, back in the early 70s. This is my phone number up here. For my office phone, I will not guarantee that I'll answer it. I may not be in my office. This is my email address. This is how you will communicate with me from your Lone Star email account. Not your Gmail, not your Hotmail, not your Billy Bob mail. You will not D2L email. You will use your Lone Star email account. All right. Again, this is 100% online. Now, I was given this course last Tuesday late in the evening because we did not have an instructor that would take it. So, I am building this course as we are talking. It has never been done 100% online at the Sci-Fair Center. So, this is a work in progress. Your patience will be required. Your adaptation will be required, just like I've had to adapt, overcome, and persevere. Hoorah, Semper Fi. And yes, I'm a former Marine. All right. Required textbook. This book is required. If you do not have it, you will not do well in this course. This book was ordered and adopted with our online book system. You can get it through Amazon even. You can get an ebook through Amazon. You probably get an ebook through our bookstore. I don't care where you get it. Just, you're going to need it. Now, I have an old 4th edition copy on PDF that the lectures will be from because it's easier to throw it up and do a video on it. All right. Again, my name is Michael Young. If you have a problem with this course, you need to talk to this fellow right here. That fellow right there. If after talking to this fellow right here, that would be me, we can't come to a resolution to your issue, I'll be more than happy to send you to my dean, Bridget Sellers. That's her information right there. I have been teaching as an adjunct also since 2012. Taught a lot of courses. Taught a lot of the structural engineering courses, structural design courses. I've taught this twice, OSHT, and I continuously teach machine shop math, applied mathematics. I have never had a problem with a student that student and I cannot resolve as adults. So if you go to the dean before you come to me, we're going to have a problem, and she's going to send you back to me. So if you're having a problem, I want to know about it. We'll fix it. I guarantee it. My job, our goal is for you to be successful, which means I want you to pass this class and move on. It does us no good for you not to be successful. All right, again, this is construction materials and methods. This is an introduction to construction materials and methods and their applications. It's an introduction. This is a survey course. Like I said, we could get deep down into the weeds and just use this Ching book for at least 2 long 16-week face-to-face courses. All right. Some of the subjects in here may be as dry as watching paint. Dry for you. Some of it may be exciting, but you will use this book through other courses in the architectural design program. So hang on to the book. Your student learning outcomes, better known as SLOs. SLOs. You're to identify construction materials, list their applications, describe the various methods of construction, explain the development, use, and applications of new materials being introduced to the construction industry under sustainable building concepts. That all sounds really nice and good, but we're going to go chapter by chapter in the book. I'm 68 years old. I've been involved in construction since I was in high school, and there is no end to what you can learn in construction. I don't care how long you've been doing it. There is always something new that's coming out, which is exciting, I think. All right. The guidelines and procedures. Students are responsible for knowing and following the guidelines related to all the online links that I will give you. This course is an 8-week, 100% online. It's critical that you read what's posted in the syllabus, what is put in D2L, and what I send you in your email, and follow the directions, as there's no time for falling behind or catching up. Again, this is not a full 8 weeks. If you cannot do this, I would suggest you drop the course. Email me with your desire to drop, and I will drop you. I'll keep you from having to come up there and fill out the paperwork. Just send me an email. But before you do drop this course, I think you and I need to have a conversation. You may not be doing as bad as you think you are. Again, we want you to be successful. All right, labs and equipment. This is an online course. There is no separate lab. There is no separate lab. Attendance. This is an online course. There's no way to monitor and police your activity in the course. I mean, I don't have the all-seeing eye like Sauron the Dark Lord in The Hobbit, where I know that you're actually reading the book. I can tell how many times you log into that course via D2L. However, you're on your own as you keeping on track. Your exam submittals will tell me. Communication. You were to use your Lone Star email only to communicate with me and to turn in any submittals required. Do not use the email in D2L or your personal email. Electronic devices. This is an online class. That's not applicable. Assignments. Required assignments, exams, and videos are delineated in the syllabus and in D2L. If I put something in D2L, it's required for you to watch and read. Additional assignments might be given according to the discretion of the instructor. I will be posting videos and instructional guidelines for problem solving. D2L will notify you So it is your responsibility to check your email in D2L twice daily at a minimum. You were to check your email in D2L at least 2 times a day. That's redundant, but some people need to be told more than once. And respond to any email request I send within 24 hours. We do not have time to fall behind. Failure to submit any two assignments, including but not limited to exams, will result in your being dropped from the course. If you know before the due date and or have an emergency, you need to contact me before the due date, and we will try to work something out. I've never had a student that had an issue that came up. We all know life is weird, and it comes at us from strange directions, and it turns our lives upside down. I've never had a student since 2012, when I first started teaching for Lone Star College, that we could not work out a solution so they could be successful in whatever course it was that we were teaching. Exams. As late work, I will not accept late work. Assigned work is due emailed to me at my Lone Star email address. That would be michael.l.young@lonestar.edu by 23:59 hours. That's 11:59 p.m. for you civilians. On the date of the week it was posted due per the syllabus. Example, Exam 1 for this course is posted due Sunday on January 28, 2024. It's due back to me with any required work. Your exam submittal will be in one document file. It'll be a PDF with your name and exam number as the title to the file. Example, your last name _ first initial and exam 1 PDF. If I can't read your work or your submittal, you will receive no credit. I will not accept multiple image files from you as a submittal. Your submittal will be in one readable PDF. If I can't read it, I'm not going to grade it. Makeup exams. This is an online class. All the exams, well, they're not posted right now, but they will be posted in D2L as soon as I make the exams from the start of the class, along with all the videos and reference materials. They'll be found in folders titled by the week of the coverage. There's nothing keeping you from working ahead. Once I get all these exams made up, assuming I can get ahead of the class, you can work ahead. I don't care. You know what chapters you need to be reading. That's in the syllabus already. And doing multiple exams if you're ready. All the information you need is in the required book. It'll be in D2L online and through all the videos that I post for you to watch. Instructional videos are all on YouTube with the links in the video file on D2L and in emails I send to you. The YouTube videos I make, YouTube automatically captions them. So if you need that option, you can click on the caption icon on the video. All right, syllabus disclaimer. It's the instructor's right to modify the class schedule, the grading scale, and any other aspect of this course when necessary, and cover course topics as he or she feels is necessary to meet the learning outcomes. Therefore, this syllabus is subject to change. It is your responsibility to adapt, overcome, and persevere. Hurrah to the change. What does it take to be successful? Your employer will tell you to be a performing and moral, ethical employee. Whether you're a drafter, machinist, welder, whatever, it doesn't matter. Your employer is going to tell you to possess both the hard skills and soft skills. Soft skills is how you get along with people. You will be hired on your aptitude, your performance skills, and you'll get fired on your attitude, your lack of integrity, ethics, and morals. Your instructor, your director, and employer will tell you to develop and embrace the following distinctions. Motivation, the ability to work with others, the ability to focus on tasks. Self-regulation, That means instead of going out and drinking a beer, you read your book. After you get all that done, then go drink a beer. Self-esteem and the ability to defer gratification. Maybe you don't need a new truck. Maybe a used truck's good enough for you right now until you can afford a new one. This is also referred to as emotional capital. We refer to this as emotional capital. You're probably working with people that don't have much emotional capital. They may be 40 years old and they still act like a 3-year-old. We all understand that these values demand that we hold these conversations with acceptance, respect, humility, love, and in a professional manner. That's whether you're dealing with fellow students, me, any other instructor. Your instructor and director will tell you most of all you need is desire. Your desire to succeed. You need to forget the past and be willing to create your new future of limitless possibilities. And all it takes is desire. We're in Texas, so Tejas, right? So ganas, the desire, is all we need to start with. The rest will come, and I'm here to guide you. Now remember, I'm the director over all these programs. So whether you're having trouble in this class or you're having trouble in another one, we're here to help you. I'm not just the instructor, I'm also over all these programs. So we want you to be successful. All right, let's look at how you're going to get graded. All right, there are 4 major exams. All right, so the total points for those 4 is 400 points. That means each exam's worth 100 points. Now that's nothing, that's no big surprise, right? Each exam is going to cover 3 chapters in the book. That's the intent right now. Again, remember, I just got told last Tuesday that I'm teaching this on 100% online. So we're building this together, you and I. We have to back up and change some things. We're going to do that so you can be successful. If this was a face-to-face course, wouldn't be a problem. All right, course evaluation. You're going to get a notification through your Lone Star email when it's time to do a course evaluation. We take these very seriously. I'll give you 10 extra points if you do the evaluation and send me a copy of the screenshot that you do. And after the semester's over and you get your grades and we can't mess with you or change it or anything else, we read them. I read them all. I read all the course evaluations for all the different courses I'm over. Not just the ones I teach, but the ones that I'm the director for. And we look at the comments. Sometimes we make changes. Quite frankly, I don't know how this course is going to turn out other than you're going to be successful. Because like I said, it hadn't been built yet. We're building it now. And I don't want you to get scared. I don't want you to go running off. We will get through this, trust me. If we have to cut some stuff out, then we'll cut some stuff out. Like I said, we've got less than 8 weeks. About a couple of days shy of less than 8 weeks, an 8-week one. So you can read this on your own, evaluation of instruction. We do take this seriously. Again, that's why I give you 10 extra points if you do it. A lot of students just don't do it. Okay, here's the tentative outline. Let's see, class begins. Well, actually, I think D2L opens up for those of you who have already done your D2L orientation. Last time I checked the list, which was this morning, Sunday morning, there were about 4 to 5 students that need the D2L orientation. You have to get into D2L and do the student orientation, have access to this course. It's not the same as new student orientation. So go on there and do the D2L student orientation, make the 80% or better, and D2L gets opened up for you. Again, it's 100% online. This doesn't mean anything to y'all. Official day of record, it means something to me. Midpoint means something to me, not you. The withdrawal date, the last day to withdraw from this course is February the 20th. If you're not on campus and for some reason you think you need to drop this class, get with me first. We will have a conversation. It doesn't have to be face-to-face conversation. It can be email, or we can set up a time to talk on the phone. You may actually not be doing as bad as you think you are. Again, but if you need to and you can't get to campus, let me know and I'll do it for you. Holidays is tomorrow, Martin Luther King Day. Okay, here are the exams. No, I don't like the way it's got split out, but anyway, what can I say? Exam 1 is due on Sunday by 23:59 hours. You follow the chapters you're supposed to do. You follow what's in D2L and any videos for that. Exam 2 is due, and we'll go over the syllabus in detail in a minute. Exam 2 is due on February the 11th. It's a Sunday, again by 23:59 hours. Exam 3 is due on February the 25th, and someone told me that was the Super Bowl day, and I don't really care because I don't care for American football. That's just rugby with a forward pass. If they were real men, they'd play it like rugby players do without a helmet and pads, but that's just my opinion. Everybody's got one. Don't get upset. Don't get offended. Don't send me nasty emails because I said something nasty about American football. But I do like to watch soccer, though. But I digress. And I do shoot 1,000-yard prone rifle competition and bench rest rifle competition. So I'm not some little butterfly that sits around and doesn't do anything. All right, exam 4. This is due on a Wednesday, not a Sunday. You got short time period from exam 3 to exam 4. And again, as we track through how we're doing in this class, we may have to throw some stuff to the curb and not cover it as extensively. But this your exam 4 is due on a Wednesday, not a Sunday, because that is the last official day of the 8-week one, and your grades have to be in the next day. So, like I said, we'll see how this shakes out. There's a lot of information in this book that we're going to have to try to figure out how we're going to go through it. All right, here's the course calendar. This is the tentative instruction outline. This is what you need to follow, this thing here, right here. This and what's in D2L. This and what's in D2L. All right, week number 1 and 2. All right, sections or chapters. We're going to go over chapters 1, 2, and 3. My intention is to make a video for each one of these chapters. Oh, that's a lot of yapping and talking, but that's what we're going to have to do for 100% online class. If not, you'd be stuck in a classroom watching me stand up there and go through this stuff. So either way, we're going to go through it all. So chapter 1 is the building site. Chapter 2 is the building. Chapter 3 is foundation systems. Now, I'm not going to try to get too geeky with foundation systems and structural systems, even though I am a former engineer who has done some incredible structural engineering in my careers. But this isn't a structural engineering course. So we will, again, go through it as a survey. All right, weeks 3 and 4. Well, this should be the dates for them here for weeks 3 and 4. 28th is a Sunday. That's a Monday. That's a Sunday. This is chapters 4, 5, and 6. Chapter 4 is floor systems. Chapter 5 is wall systems. Chapter 6 is roof systems. So, a floor, a wall, and a roof. They're all major components of any structure, a building, that humans are housed in, or animals or products are housed in. All right, so you follow the chapters. Your exam will be out of the chapters and perhaps videos that I post. All right, weeks 5 and 6. Here are the dates for them. Exam 3 is due at the end of that. Chapter 7, 8, and 9. Chapter 7 is moisture and thermal protection. The perfect wall, the perfect floor, the perfect roof, all have to have moisture, vapor, air, and thermal bypass controls. Plus, they have to be structural. And it's like the story of the 3 little pigs, where the wolf huffs and puffs and blows the house down. So, but your perfect wall, perfect roof, and perfect floor is resistant to moisture, vapor, air, and thermal bypass, and the structural element that it needs. I'm going back off into engineering geek land. All right. Anyhow, so chapter 8 is doors and windows, and chapter 9 is special construction. And then the last, week 7 and 8, is chapters 10, 11, and 12. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe this. I did not take that out. Well, I will redo the syllabus. I'll take out all this math. No, you're not going to do trigonometric functions. This is left over from my machine shop math. I proofread this. Oh my goodness, I gotta fix this. Anyway, all right. Well, I'm not gonna kill the video because of that. This is gonna go away. All right. Chapter 10 is finished work. 11 is mechanical and electrical systems, and chapter 12 is notes on materials. I'll go in and edit this after the video and fix it. I can't believe that. Oh well. See, everybody screws up. All right. Good God Almighty. Just when you think you posted, you looked at everything. All right. Student handbook. This is the boilerplate. Everything from here on down is the boilerplate for your standard syllabus from Lone Star College. Student handbook, here are the links. You read that. It's what you're responsible for, what we're responsible for. Course communication, college grade book. There'll be your grades will be on D2L. In fact, I've already done the grade book on D2L. Course withdrawal process. This is how you withdraw. I already told you if you needed to withdraw from this course, what you do for this particular course. You can read this if you want. 6-drop rule. State of Texas is monitoring how many times you withdraw your courses. I don't know how they police that, but I think after your 6th one, you can't drop any more classes. But before you drop this course, you really need to get with me. It's a pretty simple course. Academic appeals. Never had a student in any of the classes that I've taught appeal. Now, I've had some students that were taught by other instructors that needed to appeal. And there is a process to go through. And This is the process. You can read this for yourself. If you're having a problem with another instructor, get with me, and we'll see what we can do. Most of them are my direct reports anyway. Academic integrity. This is the AI thing. Cheating, copying, being dishonest about your work, plagiarism, etc., etc. I don't think that's going to be an issue in this class. The test questions will be out of your book, and it'll either be your answers are either going to be from the book, or they're going to be from what you were assigned through D2L as far as watching videos are concerned. But you might want to read this if you're taking an English class, or you got to do some research or something like that. Okay, so and again, I don't care if y'all get together and work on your exams together, as long as y'all are going through the material in the book. In history, call that collaboration. Student behavior and expectations. Since this isn't a face-to-face course and we do not have an open discussion in D2L, talking about your feelings, I don't think this is really going to be a problem. But for your other courses, it may be. So here's your student code of conduct. Again, so it comes out of your student handbook, and how you're supposed to behave. Just treat people the way you want to be treated. Student complaints. If you have a complaint, get with me. Even if you're going to complain on me, that's fine. I'll send you to the dean if we can't resolve our issue. But if you have a complaint about something else, I will give you the link that goes directly to the president of the college. And you can go on this link and read about student complaints. Campus safety and security. This is an online class, so unless you're studying this in a place you shouldn't be, that shouldn't be a problem. We do have the campus carry. That was enacted back in 2017. It's an online class, so it's not applicable for us. There's our COVID information, guidelines for children and students on college premises. This was stuck in here because when we were doing face-to-face courses for machine shop math at night, I let a guy bring his 3-year-old daughter a couple of times because his wife was working late shift at a hospital and he didn't have child care. She was better behaved than some of the students in the class. I gave her special math problems. She thought she was a queen, but somebody got their knickers in a knot, and so this was enacted by Lone Star College. So, FERPA, that is the Family Educational Rights Privacy Act. Just like HIPAA is the Medical Privacy Act, this is FERPA. Even if mommy and daddy are paying for your college, they don't have a right to know your business here unless you've signed a FERPA form, and they come waive that FERPA form, and they want to know what little Johnny or little Mary's doing. But FERPA says I don't even have to talk to them, even if they do have a FERPA form. So, that's FERPA. Student absences on religious holidays. Now, I think between the start of this course and the end of this 8 weeks, on March the 6th, there aren't any religious holidays that we haven't come across. If there happens to be, and you have got to go do something because it's some religious thing, you have 12 days from the start of the semester to let me know that you have to be somewhere. But this is an online class, so I don't think this is really going to impact us. But if it does, let me know. I mean, we'll work something out. Equal opportunity statement. This is the ism paragraph. You know what an ism is. An ism is like sexism, racism, genderism, a positionalism, a hate-you-ism, An ism's an excuse for one human being to hate another one for no good reason, just because they got a hole in them and they can't fill it up. If you're being ismed, I want to know about it. I want to know about it before it happens. You're not going to be ismed in this class, I can guarantee it. But in any of these other courses, I don't care if it's the 6 programs I'm under or it's another course like English or history or something else. You think you're being done ugly, I want to know about it. Because I will get with the dean and the VPI and we'll put an end to it. I promise you that. We won't put up with it. We won't. Any of you that have a letter from Disability Services, we'll get down to that in a minute. That's Student Support Services. I will have already been given an email that there are special accommodations or something that the student needs. Again, I don't care if you do have a letter with Disability Services or not. If you're having some issue with the way this course is being presented or the material, let me know as soon as you're having the issue. We'll see what we can do to work it out. Again, we want you to be successful. All right, we're committed to your success. The Academic Success Center has free tutoring. There is no tutor on the Lone Star College system that's going to be able to tutor you through this class. I promise you. So if you don't understand something, email me immediately, and we will work it out. And this is not like your normal math or history or English or something. Okay. Academic Success Centers, these are over at the main campus. We do have one at the Cypress Center. It's the Learning Common thing where the computers are. It's where my office is. Not in there, but it's on the Cypress Center. All right, Americans with Disabilities Acts, Disability Services again. If you already got accommodations, I have already been notified of who you are and what your accommodations are. And I can't think of anything in this 100% online class that is going to be an issue. I mean, you have the book, but we'll see. If it is, let me know. Let me know. Assistive Technology Lab, that's a computer lab. Counseling services, we have counseling services available for everybody over just about every subject. Here are all the contact emails. So if you're having some kind of issue and people need help from time to time, there's nothing wrong with that. Going back to disability services, when I was at A&M my sophomore year, I think, I had some issue with writing and reading. It just something happened. I don't know. So my sophomore literature teacher suggested that I go to the remedial reading and writing lab, and I spent 6 weeks over there. I think I went there twice a week on my own time and went through all the exercises, and I got my business fixed. Everybody needs help occasionally. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. They didn't have disability services back then, or accommodations. So let's see where we at. Counseling services, we already did that. Library. Our library over at the main campus is a Harris County library. They do have interlibrary loan, which means you can get books from all over the planet. You can talk with the research librarians over there. You're not going to need any of that for this course, but in some of your future courses you may need to do research, and our research librarian is very good. She's very passionate about research and that kind of stuff, and she's very excited about what she does. Office Technology Services, that's OTS. If you're having trouble logging on, contact them. Just like in D2L, there's VTAC services. Let's see, Veteran Affairs. If you're a veteran, you should already be embedded with Veterans Affairs. Virtual Learning Assistance Center. This is VLAC. Online students or students with online courses can visit this Learning Assistance Center for support. Cypress Center Support Services. That's at the Cypress Center. There's information about that. Okay. Syllabus disclaimer, again, it's the instructor's right to modify the class schedule when necessary and cover course topics as he or she feels is necessary to meet the learning outcomes. Okay, there's our cultural beliefs, and that's pretty much it. We are committed to your success. Again, we want you to be successful. It does us no good for you not to be successful in these courses. We want you to be successful, learn the elements of the course, and then move on. And I need to go up here and fix this. Can I believe I left that in there? Well, anyway, that's it for the syllabus video. And we'll see you on the next one.